You ever notice how some endings don't crash, they just fade? No shouting, no flames. Just the quiet, accidental thud of frosting. Meeting tile. That's how mine began. My birthday. A half-flattened balloon drooping from a chair. Cheap candles smelling like wax and sugar. My nephew, small and untamed, socks patterned. With dinosaurs, flipped my cake upside down. And laughed. Everyone else joined in, even my brother. And I just stood there with the knife, smiling the way you do when swallowing. A moment is easier than sparking a scene. I bent down, wiped up the mess, and said it was fine. Because that's me. I mend what others break. Quietly, swiftly, as if it's my calling. They call me Charles, the reliable one, the composed one. The man who never complains, never refuses, the one who'll drive through storms to keep your world intact, even when mine's already shattered. My family thrived on my silence. Especially my brother Ryan. His all flash, all volume. The kind who confuses chaos for charisma. He calls it living large. I call it borrowing tomorrow. He's borrowed plenty from me. Time, patience, money. When he totaled his first car, I signed for the next. When he wanted to fund a t-shirt venture, I co-signed. When it flopped, I paid the fines, the fees, the debts. Every time, Mom would touch my arm, saying, "You're such a good brother." Family helps family. But what she really meant was, Charles will handle it. And I did, for years, because saying no was more than defiance. It felt like betrayal. You didn't deny help, you denied love. So when Mom called, "Come home, honey. Let's celebrate," I said, "I'm always going," and drove 3 hours. Through rain that turned the world into grey streaks. The wipers tapped a nervous rhythm, keeping pace with my heartbeat. In the passenger seat, a store-bought cake, uneven but bright. I packed paper plates. Learned if you don't bring what's missing, you're blamed. The house smelled of lemon cleaner and roast chicken. Everything was the same. Family photos, beige carpet. The dent in the wall from when Ryan threw a football indoors. He arrived late, sunglasses on despite the overcast sky. Talking about another opportunity that smelled more scheme than plan. Then, as if on cue from some cruel sitcom, his son grabbed my cake, dropped it, and yelled, "Uncle Charlie, eat it." Everyone laughed. Mom included. Dad remained silent, eyes glued to the TV. I knelt, wiped frosting from the floor, told myself it didn't matter. But it did. It wasn't the cake. It was permission. The subtle cruelty hiding behind laughter. Ryan watched, smirking, testing the leash. And it held. That night I left, Mom hugged me like nothing happened. Her perfume roses and guilt. I said fine, the word grating like shards in my mouth. Halfway home, silence. No radio, no noise, just the weight of it pressing in. The next morning, a text. "We've decided to cut contact. Don't come back." A minute later, Ryan liked it. A red heart next to forever. I almost laughed. They'd voted me out of my own bloodline. So I wrote one line, removing my name from every loan tomorrow. By night, calls flooded in. Messages brimming with blame, guilt, fury, Mom crying, Ryan shouting. I ignored them all. For the first time, no explanations, no justifications. Silence, the same that once suffocated me, finally belonged to me. At sunrise, I entered the bank. The air smelled of printer ink and cleaning chemicals, cold, bureaucratic. Carla, the teller, smiled politely, asking what I needed. To stop being everyone's emergency contact, I said. Her eyes reflected understanding, the kind born of watching people reach breaking points, form by form. Every stamp sounded like a door locking behind me. For once, I was on the right side. By noon, I returned to my parents' house. Faces tight, Ryan pacing, Mom arms crossed, Dad quiet. "Explain yourself," Mom demanded. I'm just removing my name from things never mine, I said. Ryan scoffed. You're doing this over a cake. It's not about cake, I said. It's about control. Mom frowned, disappointed. You raised me to fix what you broke, I added. Not when to stop. Ryan stepped closer. You'll ruin everything. I already did, I said, by saying yes too often. His voice rose. You think you're better than us? No, I said. I just stopped mistaking silence for love. Mom trembled. If you leave, don't come back. You told me last night to stay away forever. I'm just doing that, I said and left. The following week was emptiness, not grief, just the weight lifting, replaced by space. Days of paperwork, vending machine meals, sleeping in the cab. Mom's texts came, you're making a mistake. Max cried for you tonight. Then a photo of my nephew, crayon in hand, drawing my truck. I stared, tracing crooked lines, wondering if he knew what had happened. Then silence. At first, terrifying. Eventually, freeing. Ryan showed up, buzzed. Tired, charm gone. Think paperwork stops family? It stops you, I said. He left, footsteps fading like someone walking away from their reflection. Dad texted later. Proud of you. Don't tell Mom. I stared, replied, thanks. He sent a thumbs up. Small, honest. Still, I drive. Still wake before dawn. Thermos of black coffee beside me. But the miles feel lighter, leading somewhere mine. Notebook in passenger seat, once full of loan reminders. Now small things, oil change, call Dad, take a day off. Last week, parked by a lake I'd never seen. Air crisp. Ducks gliding, distant hum of trucks. I sat, silent. Not a phone in sight. I wrote one line, love doesn't require debt. Closed the notebook, watched ripples fade. For the first time, silence felt like peace. Not permission. Not forgiveness, but the quiet you build when saving yourself is survival. And maybe someday that boy in dinosaur socks will learn, real love isn't in bills or secrets. It's knowing when to stop cleaning another's mess. Sometimes, the bravest act is letting family stop breaking you in the name of love. Another story, another realm. Thanks for watching Reddit Realms.